Hi guys, good morning. Now today I am still on board MSC Virtuosa. We have just docked in Bruges in Belgium and I can't wait to get into the city because I've never been here before. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, good morning properly. I can actually speak to you now because I am up, breakfast has been done and I am now up at the decks trying to figure out what I am doing today. So we are in Zeebrugge in Belgium, which is the local port for Bruges, which is the main city. Now I've heard nothing but good things about Bruges, so this is my second time to this port. I also got here on Valiant Lady, but to be honest, I didn't do anything when I came on that ship, so I'm 100% getting off this ship to go and explore Bruges. Now, to be honest, bearings wise, I'm struggling. That it's pretty populated here by the looks of it. What I do know is that from here to get into Bruges, it's a bus to the local train station, which is in a town which I'll put the name of at the bottom of the screen because me translating into any other language never seems to go well. So it's a bus from here to there, and then from there it's I think it's only like a 15-minute train, so it should be pretty easy to get in. Now your cruise line usually will put on a bus between here and that other town. So today we are it's a chargeable bus. Some cruise lines it will be included, but for us I think it's €15. I'm not sure if that's €15 one way or €15 return. I'll let you know. But when I looked at it on Google Maps, it looks as though it's about a 90-minute walk. So yeah, usually the tight one in me would absolutely just grin and bear it and buckle up for a 90-minute walk. But today, I'm actually just going to pay to get the bus because, yeah, I think I'd rather spend the time actually in Bruges exploring rather than, walking along some coastal town away out here. But yeah, look, for now, let's get back. I'm going to have to go back to the room, annoyingly, because I forgot something, but let's get off the ship. I'll speak to you when we're probably down in that next town. I'll update you on the bus situation, and let's get off and explore the city of Bruges. So, do you know, thank goodness I actually spoke to you guys up there because you reminded me that what I forgot was the ticket for the bus. So, I don't know, you might be able to jump on the shuttle bus if you haven't got a ticket from your room, but you get this delivered the night before you dock here, which is basically how you can book a seat on that bus. I think it's just how they charge it back to your room. So an adult is €15, a child is €12. I assume that'll be returned. That sounds really, really expensive if that's one way, so hopefully that'll be to get us there and back. But yeah, let's find out. Right, just off the shuttle bus, and what I would say is that I definitely wouldn't propose you walk that. I sometimes think these shuttles are a bit of a rip-off because it covers about 5 minutes worth of walking. However, that was a 15-20 minute drive, and we were on for parts of it what felt like a highway, so yeah, I won't be proposing walking that back. Turns out it was €15 return, so actually for that it's not that bad. I was a bit worried that would just be each way. Now, behind me, if I spin round, at the moment, this building here, that is the train station that'll take you into Bruges, and I feel as though every time I travel at the moment, I'm really surprised at the price of European rail fares. Now, it's cost me €5, and it's all on one ticket, so it's really easy and really straightforward. But €5 to get from here into Bruges and back, so yeah, we can definitely live with that. Now, the train leaves here once an hour and it comes back once an hour, so it means that you don't have a great deal of flexibility. It would be better if it was obviously more frequent, but as long as you plan it, it's totally fine. So I'm just going to shoot back over into the town because I've got about 25 minutes left before this train leaves to grab a coffee, and it looks as though they've got a market across the road which I'll have a quick look at, and I'll show you what's there before we head into the city. And of course, the place that I choose for a coffee, the smallest coffee in the world, and also took forever, so I am now hoofing it back to the station to try and not, after all that, miss the train. Okay, closer than I would have liked, however, we are actually here, so let's get on. Right, so off the train and walking into the centre of Bruges now, and what I would say is that this is potentially the easiest city I've been to in a long time for knowing what way to go when you get off of the bus or the train, and that is because everyone has come out the station, and you can probably see behind me here, they're all just walking in the one direction. Even everyone behind me there's no one going the other way. What makes it even better is at the end of this track, I can already see what looks like the clock tower at the main square, so very, very easy. Apparently this will take literally 10-15 minutes and we should be right in the middle of it, so I'm actually, if this works, I'm very glad that I got up and came in here today, because part of me, well, last time I didn't bother because I thought it was actually a bit of a trek. So yeah, 10 minutes and we will be in the square.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
Right, I've been in this city now for what, half an hour max, and I can already tell you, this one is absolutely beautiful. Like, this is literally just walking down a back alley. There's so much character here, and it's one of those places that you go and it just, to be honest, it's reminded me what I absolutely adore about being on a cruise. So I was on a P&O ship like 3 weeks ago in the Canary Islands, and the experience I got from that was completely different. Like, could not be, do you know, definitely could not be any more different to this. And I think that's the best thing about this type of holiday, that you can book a totally different itinerary, totally different ship, and just get a completely different feel and a completely different vibe out your holiday. So yeah, I think I'm a couple of streets off the main square now. I actually think that might be it behind there. But yeah, a couple of streets off the main square, so I'm going to shoot along there, have a look round, and hopefully grab a coffee and ideally some Belgian chocolate. I mean, honestly, this place, so I'm just walking down the street. People obviously live here. There's people's work van parked on the side. You literally turn to the side in between these houses, and the canals are right here, flowing right between all the houses, the whole way up the street. It's just absolutely beautiful here. Okay, time to think about where to stop and have a drink. Now, I know that I said I was going to aim for a coffee, however, one of the most famous things from Belgium is beer. So, just happened to find this little place called 2B, and if you're planning to visit Bruges, you absolutely need to come here. I've honestly seen nothing like this. What you're going by at the moment is the beer wall, which apparently is really famous. I had never come across it before, which is what made it so amazing to just randomly turn a corner and see it here. Now, you've got pretty much every beer that you can imagine, plus more, all along both sides of the alleyway here. And then when you go inside, I mean, going inside is really quite special. So you've got the bar itself at the far end, and then all over the bar you've got these little menus that you kind of pull down, which I'll show you in a sec, and you can pick from that what type of beer you want. Now, this place is absolutely brilliant. It's really not expensive at all. And one of the big wins with it is it's actually got a terrace that's right on the river. So a really, really big win if you're heading over to Bruges. Now, I'll leave you to have a little look at the beer and wait until I show you what I then just happened to stumble upon literally 2 blocks along the road. Okay, so I have just stumbled upon a chocolate shop that I am absolutely going to have to put a link in the video to. Basically, you can come in, you get a box of chocolates, so I have got this little box here to take back to the ship, and you can also get like hot chocolates, you can get coffees, so I have gone for, I actually can't believe how good this sounds, I have gone for a white chocolate coffee, where essentially, I'll put a better picture of it on, but the entire cup is smothered in white chocolate and then the coffee is poured inside. So, not exactly calorie free, however, I think this is an absolute win that I'm going to take. So yeah, cheers. One thing that I completely forgot about is how pretty these little cities are at Christmas. So obviously it's the first week of January, so the Christmas stuff is pretty much still up here, and in the main market square we have got literally a full Christmas market. Let me take you in and show you what this is like, because it's yeah, really impressive actually. Honestly, this city, I'm going to talk to you properly about this when we get back to the ship, which is where I'm heading now. So it's about 3 p.m. and the last shuttle back from the town back to the ship is at 5, so I always like to just leave plenty of time there, because yeah, if you miss that, it's a little bit awkward because you then end up running back. So I'm going to head back to the station now, and things tonight, there's actually a snow party on the ship tonight. I'm not sure how that is going to work. I'd imagine there's probably some kind of machine involved, so let's see what that looks like. But yeah, so let's head back to the train and head back down to Zeebrugge, back to Virtuosa. Okay, so I'm now back in my room. I've also went via the buffet to grab a brew, and oh man, I'll tell you one thing, I am delighted to be warm again. I seem to have turned into like a complete fluff ball with the wind out there, but plan for today, right? So the ship is apparently a wee bit busier now, which, not busier, quieter. Oh my goodness, it couldn't be any busier than before. So it's a little bit quieter now. Apparently more people got off today than what came on. So I'm hoping that that's going to make it a bit more doable out and around the ship, because the last few days the elevators they've kind of stopped working and they won't accept any more calls because they've been too crowded, and yeah. But anyway, let's not get into that. We're on holiday, we're being positive. The plan now, so to be honest, we don't have a huge amount of time, so dinner will be what, in about 2 hours. So I am going to go to Sailaway at 5:30. I'm then going to go to the spa because I've booked, I've told you guys before, but I've got that thermal suite pass this week, so I'm going to go and use that. And yeah, I'll come back and talk you through the plan for tonight when I am ready to go again. That's what we usually do. In terms of Sailaway, I'm actually quite looking forward to this. Where is it? It's on this bit of paper somewhere. You know, sometimes when you have just leaflet after leaflet and you actually lose what you're looking for. So the Sailaway party tonight, so it says on here, it's time to throw a party and snowballs. We're firing up our legendary snow cannon for a pool party. So, very intrigued. Many parts of that sentence that I'm intrigued about. Don't really think it's the weather for a pool party, and I also don't know how a snow cannon's gonna work, so it might be like confetti, but who knows. Let's go up and we'll check it out. And to be honest, I'm probably gonna head up and get some pizza as well, because as you guys will well be aware, yeah, an MSC cruise isn't done right unless you're eating their pizza. So I'm gonna head up to the buffet now, we'll do a sail away on the deck, and then yeah, I guess I'll next speak to you guys when we're ready to head out for the night. See you in a bit. Okay, so I am now ready to head out for dinner, and I think it's probably relatively safe to say that the snow party with the snow cannon was a little bit of a, I mean, should we call it an anticlimax? Let's go for that. I definitely expected there to be something up there, so I don't know what's happened. To be fair, the inflatables and the games and stuff were pretty cool, but it was very obviously aimed at kids, which I think, yeah, I've maybe just read into that slightly wrong and thought it would be more kind of for everyone, but I think it was very much children and families. So yeah, I think if you're looking for a good sail away party as a family or as kids, then yeah, really good fun. Just probably not my vibe, so I actually opted to be honest, come back here and just chill for a bit before getting ready for dinner. So yeah, the other thing that's happened since we last spoke, so I went to the spa because, as you know, I've got that thermal experience for the week, and annoyingly, whatever's happened down there, they've had to close today for technical reasons is what they've told us. So yeah, maybe that's where the snow cannon is as well. Maybe it's also broken due to technical reasons, but yeah, it's a little bit disappointing because that's the show last night, which was the one that we paid extra for, and then the spa today have both been closed for whatever reason. So hopefully tomorrow that'll reopen. If it doesn't reopen tomorrow, I think we'll probably need to have a bit of a conversation about how much money we're paying for the week, because it's not cheap to add the spa on for the entire cruise. So yeah, I'll update you on that, and yeah, tell you, I guess, what happens with that. But plan for tonight, so it's gonna be chill tonight, and I hope it's chill tonight, because I told you last night I wanted to have an early night, and I'm looking at my bed thinking, right, early night tonight. But unfortunately, a good thing, we met some other solo travellers last night, and we ended up in what is like the Sky Lounge up here on deck 17, I think it is. And it was really good fun. The conversation was flowing, we had some drinks, and I think my early night last night ended up being about 2 AM again. So tonight I am committing to hopefully about midnight, because I want to get up early tomorrow. We're in Rotterdam, which I'm really looking forward to Rotterdam, because I can go to that food market that, if you followed my Arcadia series a few weeks ago, you'll have seen that I got to very much touch the tip of that iceberg, but I only had about an hour. So I'm looking forward to actually exploring Rotterdam. But I guess just to recap on today, Bruges has completely won me over. I feel like I say this all the time in terms of I wasn't sure what to expect. I didn't realise that I actually have been to Bruges before on a school trip, and when I was there at that age, I mean, you don't appreciate architecture, you don't appreciate the cleanliness of a city, you don't appreciate how friendly the people are, because you're there with your school. And I think the big thing that I've taken away from today is that I would love to go back and visit Bruges properly at some point. And that to me is one of the things that I love about cruise holidays. And that is that if you visit somewhere and if you like it, yes, it's a little bit annoying to suddenly get dragged out at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. But the really lovely thing is that you can sample all these cities, sample all these destinations, and if you find one that you like, so in my case Bruges, I can look at going back there. So I 100% will be doing a city break there at some point in the hopefully not too distant future, because yeah, I think there's a lot to be explored there, and there's a lot of history. But look, plan for tonight, so I am gonna stop talking now. The plan tonight is dining room for dinner, followed by the space party. Now, the space party usually is quite good fun actually. The crew put on like big astronaut outfits and things, at least they did when I was last on here. So I'll show you what that looks like, but I guess my footage is largely going to end here, and this will be the last time that I speak to you today. So look, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're enjoying seeing a bit of life on board an MSC ship and life on board Virtuosa. And tomorrow, so in my next video upload, I'll be taking you ashore in Rotterdam in the Netherlands, which we should be docking at tomorrow morning about 8 o'clock. So for now, thank you very much, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks guys, bye.